Okay, so let's go over the size difference of the medium Tomtoc tech pouch and the small pouch. So you can see it's quite a bit bigger. Compare them side by side. So it's much wider, the medium one. Same material used on everything. You have the handles on top. You don't have the side handle on the small one though. Probably not gonna be necessary though with the smaller one. But everything else is the same zippers. Same high quality design. And let's open these up. So you have the origami on the medium one, and then you just have really one divider on the smaller one. So you're missing all those compartments in the middle. Also, the compartments on both the front and the back aren't the same either. So on the back on this one, you have our main pouch with a little Velcro tab. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4 slots with Velcro, and of course the middle origami. And then we have our lanyard, and we have 2 little mesh pouches, and then spot for 2 pencils. And then on the small one, we just have 3 pockets, and then nothing here, and then just the main compartment. And on the other side, we have 3 elastic bands, and then 2 mesh pouches, and then a pencil holder on both sides. So it really just depends on how much you're carrying with you, what you want. Of course, if you're not gonna be using, let's say 40, 50% capacity plus of this, you'll definitely wanna go with the smaller one. No sense in carrying around a bigger bag. So you can fit quite a bit more in this bigger one as compared to the smaller one. So I'll just go ahead and load up the small one to the fullest so you can see just how much it can carry. So I have a bunch of items that I'll just throw in. AirPods, this little tool. Slide that in there. We have a mouse, mic, MacBook Air charger, little cable. We'll put in our MacBook Air cable as well. So it's already getting pretty crowded. Of course, I could organize this a little bit better just to show you just the capacity that it has. So yeah, it's already pretty full right now. Just throw in this tripod, small little tripod. What else can we add in this little pouch? Just another cable, easily fit in there. Of course, we have our Apple Pencil, another adapter, so you can fit that in there. It's a little snug. It's already pretty tight. Might not be able to fit in the mouse. We'll see if we can zip this up. So yeah, the mouse might be a little too much. And it also depends on how bulky the items are. So yeah, a little too difficult with the mouse. Take out the mouse. It'd be really easy to fit in. You could fit in more cables. Even still, this is a little bit difficult to zip up the tripod. So with your awkward shaped element, just things that it'll be a little bit harder, but there's still room. I mean, we could easily fit in more cables. I could have packed this a little bit better. Could have put the tripod at the very bottom, and that would have been easier to close. So just to give you a rough idea of what you can put in the smaller bag. Okay, so now let's fully load up the Tomtoc medium size bag so you can see how it compares to how much you can fit into the smaller size bag as opposed to this medium one with a lot more pouches in here. So you can see we got a lot of things here, a lot of cables, Apple Pencil, mouse, AirPods, connectors, tool, small little tripod. We got our SD cards, more connectors. We got a mic, we got a webcam, we got a light, MacBook Air charger, Apple Watch charger, some USB-C cables. So we have it all here. So let's go ahead and fit this on in. All right, so the mouse. Let's go ahead and throw it on in here. So you can fit in a smaller pouch. Yep, this could fit in here if we want to. This here, so it is a little bit like just a puzzle trying to fit everything in. This thing fit in here. Adapters, that is. Those can go in there. Just fit it in one of them. All right, mic, webcam. So of course we have our Apple Pencil. AirPods can go in this pouch down here, right? And then we can just start throwing in our cables, whatever we'd like. A lightning cable, okay. Put that in the pocket as well, keep it tidy. And our little tripod, and our tool. Let's just put this in another pocket. All right, then let's look at our SD cards. So I only have a few here, so I'll show you how it fits really easily. Nice snug fit, which is what you want. So that is not coming out. Doesn't move at all. Okay, and then we have a micro SD card. I'll show you that. You just throw this one into the little adapter to make it a bigger SD card. The micro. That's nice and snug, perfect fit. Okay, then we'll add this as well. We'll put that in one of the bigger pouches. So we'll put it in like this. Again, very snug. Then we have an adapter, can go in one of these other pockets as well so we don't lose it. So that's a nice thing. Some more smaller items we can throw in here so they don't get lost in one of these pockets. That's also, it's good for these outer pockets. And none of this is coming out. All right, and then we will put this on in, put the lanyard back in. That is everything. This is pretty loaded. And we could still add more. We could still add more to this pocket here. We could, fit a little something in here. Main compartment as well, there's still a little space. This one is pretty full. You can fit something in an outer pocket though. So let's close this on up. Definitely fuller now, but still very easy to zip up. Just wanna make sure I don't pull too hard. And there we go. That is pretty much fully loaded. See how much bulkier it gets. Handles are great on this. So this is gonna fit a lot of stuff. Let me just open it again. And then it's laid out for us perfectly.